Left, your left, hey. Left, right, your left. You got it.
Thank you for joining in today with Andrea Eichmann and Mark Peterson of the People's Patriot Project for this week's WeP3 Debrief. Find out what our crew has been working on to help support those who have given some and all to the pursuit of liberty and freedoms across Minnesota and the United States. Watch, listen, and support as we create the beacon of hope and opportunity in today's society that needs its heroes. Are you a veteran, first responder, or a patriot looking for a place to put your skill set, your thoughts, and or want to help continue the mission? You have come to the right place. We are the People's Patriot Project, and we want to be the shock and awe when it comes to meeting the needs of our veterans and first responders. We are dealing with a new enemy in today's world where the wounds are not always seen. We want to be part of this mission in saving lives and making a difference. Welcome to the WeP3 Debrief. Here's Andrea and Mark letting you know the mission. And as always, Patriot Pride.
Well, good day and happy Monday. This is Mark Peterson with the People's Patriot Project. I see Andrea in the background, but I don't know what her plan is. Good to see ya. We got a Facebook user out there. We don't know who you are. We'll figure it out here in a second, I'm sure. But
yeah, you do. It's Michael Ledford. We got Michael Ledford. Woo-hoo!
Michael Ledford, roll out PTSD out of Puerto Rico. Seen him doing a lot of posts and being involved just recently, and I love having him here. Love his mission down in Puerto Rico and doing great things, and it looks like they got some big things coming up as it is. We are here today. This is our debrief, the People's Patriot Project. We call it our weekly WeP3 weekly debrief, and this is where we come and share with you what we've been doing for a chunk of time. We got Chad Hutto in the house, and I'm going to assume that each one of the Facebook users is, and I might be wrong, Michael Ledford, but
yep, it's Michael.
Okay. When it doesn't connect, and we'll get that link up there real quick. The link allows your system to talk to, or Facebook to talk to StreamYard and let everyone know that who you are. And
guess what? This one
doesn't
right
confuse
here?
us.
This one is Ryan Schultz. Woo!
Oh, well, there you go.
Ryan, you're getting ready to fish. My gosh, it's been warm. Everything's melting. The ice will be out.
Fish all year long in Minnesota. Come on.
No, he's not. He's not big time.
Ryan, do you ice fish? We should have Ryan come along with us for our event with Fishing for Life.
Yes.
We'll put that in the books next year.
And then we get snow. And yeah, but not as much as a boat. No, he's got that really cool boat. Why would he?
I know.
Yeah, right. It was well, and then the snow. Those of you that are watching from like Puerto Rico or somewhere.
Straight from the comedian. That you
am I the comedian now?
No, Chad Hutto. I tried ice fishing, but I had a hard time getting the boat in the water.
Oh,
Not only a comedian, but a comedian from Texas. So I'm sure that is a part of the relevance in all this conversation.
Ryan,
now again,
I don't like the cold either. That's Ryan again.
You're on top of it. Is Ryan Schultz the one that said, I don't like the cold?
That is Ryan. Yep.
All right.
Ryan, I agree.
Ryan, we have a fire out on the ice. You're good to go. You can stay warm.
You get warmed right up.
Get warm. And let's face it, no one's getting cold when we're fishing. I had to take my coat off because of the fish house we were in was stoked up to 900 degrees, and everyone coat had to come off. It wasn't safe enough. So
it wasn't safe. Were you too close to the heater?
I said it wasn't staying on. I didn't say it wasn't safe.
Oh, I thought you said it wasn't safe. I'm like, It
wasn't staying on.
You didn't even wear it. I feel like it was in the car, your truck.
Well, most recently, no, because it was hanging up on the hook and later I found out I left my wallet in there for over a week, and it is what it is. It's all good. Well, if you missed our show yesterday, we had the one, the only J.D. Mosser of Hometown Music. Is it Hometown Hero Music Collective? Yep. Hometown Hero Music Collective. And his song Patriot, he's on the move and out moving around, getting his thing done, and is looking to create experiences for veterans. He likes the idea of including the music. He's a veteran himself, runs a show down there in, I'm losing my mind.
Oh boy.
He's Alabama.
I want to say he's Alabama. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to say he's Alabama as well. I probably should do better research than that.
We'll explain why we're confused. We'll explain that in a minute here. It's been a busy week, so we will.
It's been super busy week.
We'll explain what there's a lot going on down in that little area, southeast corner of our United States.
Well, and that brings into our next thing, which we were extremely full this weekend. I mean, Andrew was up celebrating birthdays, but always there to help and support. And I was running 3 other organizations, a veteran who had a give to give. But let's set up the narrative. This is what had happened. And this is what you may have seen a little bit of something that may have looked different but we had the WeP3 special report this weekend. It was awesome. Jonathan Crochet of Bourbon Battle Buddies said it was one of his life-moving experiences. Separate from the marriage to his wife and the birth of his child, he said this event was a pinnacle of his experiences here on Earth, and actually because he had the sharp eye out there, was kind of the curator of all this, and I give him the full credit for doing the ask, getting the people lined up. We actually got the people lined up, but his network combined with our network, and then in the end, and I know I'm talking vaguely, but it was kind of like moving mountains to make it happen. And it didn't look like it was going to be successful at first. It looked like it was going to be a miserable fail because here's the reason. The reason is you hear me saying all the time, we need to be ready so we don't have to get ready. And last night on the show, I equated it to going on a vacation or going hunting or going something. When you do these things, you don't have this exuberant plan and process and then pack 3 minutes before you go. I mean, some people do. I've seen some people do that. But it doesn't turn out the way you want it to. It's stressful. There's anxiety. There's things that you want to get done that you may or may not get done because of it. It is just a piece. We have to be ready to get ready. And the only way the People's Patriot Project and the network and everyone that claims the crest and the green, we have to be more proactive in getting the resources out there. And we do what we can with what we have. And we've always said that, and we always will. And we have an amazing network. It just is in this particular case. So Jonathan has a young man in his network named Ricky Foss. And he has an organization called After the Mission. And Ricky met someone in moving around, doing his thing. And come to find out, the veteran that he met, he's not homeless, but he's living in a home that's been condemned since the hurricane came through. And I want to say that's about 6 months now, 5-6 months. I don't remember the date. And I'm sure I'd remember the date if I was in that area. We're in Minnesota. We'll never see a hurricane. Doesn't really affect us, doesn't set in our minds. And that's a terrible way to put it. But you know what? If you're not in the event or associated with the event, it's just not something that impacts you. Doesn't mean that we're not here to support those. Another tangent. I'll stick to the point here. Come to find out, this veteran, and so the people that own the house need to demo the house, and because it's condemned, and this is the only means this veteran had for housing. And so Ricky put an all call out on his channels for help and support for this veteran. John saw the all call, and then in turn came and talked to those of us that work with the People's Patriot Project. Well, we happen to have a great relationship with another organization down in Texas called Operation Texas Strong, led by Bobby and Peggy Krutzinger, who have given away over 130 RVs. Well, we'll put 131 on this. Granted, it's not coming directly from Operation Texas Strong, but it is coming through their network and the relationships we've built through that. So originally, this guy had 1 week by the time we had information to it, and we tried pushing it, and we did have an RV between Texas and Louisiana, and we didn't have a way of getting it. It was a bumper pull. I started reaching out. I reached out to our good friend Jake Stovall of Gulf Search and Rescue, an organization that works in search and rescue stuff. And I said, Jake, do we got a person or people or process that we can get this RV into Florida, down in the Fort Myers area? And he goes, I got a brother in logistics, and he goes, we can make this happen. Well, in the meantime, we heard that said bumper pull RV probably needed a new floor from front to back. And I kind of pulled the plug on our end and said, no, we're not going to put a veteran in need into something that is garbage. And again, thank you everyone for giving these RVs. Some of them are amazing. Some of them may need a little help. The problem is, and this is that we need to be ready to get ready. We didn't have the resources and the manpower to get the floor in there in the meantime to help this along its way. So I didn't want to send Mr. Stovall's crew into this space, not knowing what exactly we were grabbing and getting it to the veteran, not knowing how much time, effort, and resources we'd have to put into making this a livable small home, trailer, RV for this veteran. So I reached back out to Bobby and I said, hey, we needed probably another option if there is an option. And again, by the time he goes, well, we have one in New Mexico. And I'm like, okay, this is getting into a bigger piece for us because now we've got about 3,000 miles that we have to account for. Having a person with boots on the ground there, someone taking ownership of it, moving it. And then there's the paperwork logistics of this where, we're making sure everyone is getting the right benefit and release and making sure the titles are taken care of, all this. Just seemed like a bigger nightmare than what we were willing to deal with. And at the same time, we have a veteran who's about ready to be out on his own in his world. Now, this veteran has a job. He does all the things he needs to be. It's not like he needs to. He takes care of himself. He's not homeless. It's just a situation. He is homeless, but just a situation where our out date came and gone, and we maintained our communication. Well, for just the absolute graces of the big man upstairs, the landlords and the people that are doing the demolition give him another week. And we're like, okay, well, we're still in the game, but we got to wait for the phone call. We got the phone call. There is a veteran in Pensacola, Florida, who has a RV. When I saw the pictures of it, this is amazing. When you see the RV and the person meticulously has the wheel covers on the wheels and has the windshield cover over the windows, and the RV's been taken care of. And I'm just like, okay, we've got what we need now. So we reach back out to Ricky and Lori Williams with After the Mission. Sorry, I have a visual. It says ATM, and I have to. It's the whole thing. So I reach out to Ricky. I said, okay, we got it. Ricky wants it to be a surprise. He flies the veteran, Mr. Becker, into Pensacola. There's a problem with the flight. They fly him into Mobile instead of Pensacola. Ricky is boots on the ground in the space, drives to Mobile, picks him up. This is supposed to happen at 10 o'clock, and so we're trying to accommodate everything. Logistically, I'm taking care of things via the cell phone and making sure the show is set up and this and that. Needless to say, Mr. Jerry Smith and Mrs. Judy Smith donated their Sadie Safari RV to Mr. Becker, and we had all the organizations there. Jeff with Veterans 48. I don't have Jeff's last name, but Jeff with Veterans 48 was there. And they gifted this RV. We don't have a picture of it. I do have a picture, but not set up in our show, to donate to this veteran, Mr. Becker. And it was at some point, each and every one of our staff, each and every one of us, Scotty Hastings, good to see you, brother. Gosh, I love your posts, man. Each and every one of the people that worked in this had a smoke inhalation moment. We'll call it that. We thank the veteran who put this together. We thank Ricky and Lori with After the Mission. We thank Jonathan Crochet with Bourbon Battle Buddies. And the one that really got this all kind of lined up and put together, Bobby and Peggy Kretzingers we thank you guys for making sure that our veterans and first responders are being taken care of. God bless all of you. And speaking of the devil, the Crud Singers are actually in the show right now. So if you look down in the message, you see a little picture of Peggy and Bobby down there, and Operation Texas Strong is absolutely strong, moving and making a difference. And it's not just about RVs. These guys are doing food drives. These guys are doing clothing drives. These guys are moving all day long on top of running his business as a tow operator and a tow business. He takes care of it. And so we're working on, he's got some RVs. He said he's going to reach out. I'm not plugging you right now, brother, but he says he's going to reach out today and give me some information and getting some RVs around other places, other spaces, and getting our veterans with the roof over their heads. So we're going to work on that, and we are going to make a difference. It's one of the tiny pieces that we're involved in connecting the networks and making sure that people are taken care of. And you know what? I've got a van RV in Massachusetts. What are we going to do with that, Bobby? Where are we going to send that? We'll get that figured out. We'll do it. So,
look, we got a little note here. Is it ready to roll, Scotty? How do you choose? I know you've been busy. I've been watching. Bum, bum, bum.
Well, we need to get that up on WeP3 Radio.
Yeah, we do.
We need to do. And then we need to get you here on the show here soon so you can showcase it.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Scotty.
That smelly sailor, Shannon Book, and I can only say that because Shannon Book said sailors are smelly. That smelly sailor, Shannon Book, is going to be on We Got Your 6 at 6 Patriot Playtime this coming Sunday, along with Gabriel Wren. Oh, can you hear the thunder in my house?
What the heck?
We got a large 22-year-old child upstairs playing with a four-legged friend.
What?
Yeah.
A little bitty pokey one?
The manliest of all man dogs ever, Cecil. Yeah, I should pull up a picture of that.
That's
Cecil,
the thunder.
the man dog.
Cecil the thunder pug. I can't make fun. I don't want to hear anymore. Stop.
We had a puppy shit explosion in the kennel today. I'm laughing because you know how many candles are lit upstairs right now? Woo! Candles galore.
I'm not laughing.
It's okay. Life goes on. Life goes on. Scotty played it live. Oh, tomorrow. Awesome. Awesome. Live on Facebook so that I can go watch it. Chad Hutto. Oh,
Dave Grohl. That's amazing. I saw that post and I'm like, gosh, Scotty's hanging out with the elite right now.
Yeah, well, Scotty's a good guy. Good guy to hang out with the elite.
Is.
Hey, on that note, can I talk about Dallas a little bit?
If you want to.
So we are moving forward with our Dallas one-day event. It is a Memorial Day music bash for veterans and first responders at the amphitheater in Coppell. I would say Coppell, but they say Coppell. And I talked to some people down there who have said that it just depends where you're from. That's exactly what McNutt told us. Joey McNutt said, just depends where you're from. You say it like you say it, I say it like anyway. So that's on the 27th of May. So I was calling around today to round up some sponsors down in that area. And
I got to bite my tongue because I talked to some really cool people at some really cool businesses, and we'll be sharing their information in the next few weeks as well as they continue to pick up sponsorships for us. Speaking of Chad Hutto, I believe will be our MC and our
Oh, they're all coming out of the woodwork today.
yeah, I know, right? He'll be a performer as well. If you want to see him, it's 3 something. I don't have the show list in front of me. But we will have Tammy Joe, the George Dooley Band, and Holly Ann, Chad Hutto, Old 81 with Ryan Helm will be there. And we're waiting on one more act to come on in. So we got a couple people hanging out. That is May 27th near Dallas, Texas. So if you are around that weekend, make sure you can make time and come hang out with us in Couple. Coppell.
Gabriel, I may be wrong, but I believe the calendar invite was sent to you. We go on at 1800 Central Standard Time, and you're in Nashville, so it's the exact same time for us and you. We'll be good. And I will check. I will make sure that gets done. You'll get all the information you need to have.
Oh, excuse me.
Can you confirm that is Michael Ledford? Or is that Ryan Schultz? Or is that someone different?
That is Ryan Schultz. You have to go back to work, dude.
Mr. Schultz, you have a good night, brother.
Yes, we'll be in touch with you again soon and very soon.
As a first responder, it looks like. Boom.
That is cool. Gabriel, I'm getting your little outline email ready right now, bud. It will all be there for you, except for the link, because it's not ready yet. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Ryan. Here we go. Off to work he goes. Hi-ho. Ambulance life. So, hey, I can't say a name, you guys. It just popped back into my head, though. We got one of our circle, and we have a big circle, but one of our circle is going through some rough times with housing situations and personal relationship life. And it's a real tight spot. So if you guys could just throw out a
family relationship type too. It's got some stuff going on.
Yeah, there's
across the board.
It's women. Why do women gotta be like all that stuff, right?
You're
sorry, women. Sorry,
100%.
So far, right now,
have that conversation.
Peggy and I are not like that. I'm checking to see who else is on here with us. I think it's just me and Peggy that are female. See how we fit in? We just fit in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Scotty, I'm super excited. Oh my gosh. We got to talk about dates in Nashville when we're coming back down. This time I'm hoping you're around. Oh, look at
my sister. Another female came in, but she's as spooky as the rest. I'll put that out there.
She is not. She's another one of the good ones.
My little C-store is here.
That is funny. Hi, Jeannie.
So it seems like things are kind of slow right now, but things are not slow. We are still trying to plan the WeP3 Nashville takeover. We've got the event down in Texas coming up. We've got Fishing for Life asking us for network help and working with them. We've got some new financiers that we're working with starting today. It just the plate is full and it's amazing, and it's all going to be worked out. And guess what? We get to save lives, and we get to help veterans and first responders who might be struggling for a moment, and help them realize that, you know what? Flip that switch, dog. Tomorrow's a new day. This next minute's a new minute. This next hour is a new hour. And
oh my gosh.
we get to change it. We get to change the narrative if we choose.
This is Peterson. What are you doing? Are you reading some positivity things while you're on spring break over there?
No.
No.
I worked all day.
Yeah.
Work all day. Get stuff done.
That's
Trying to
funny.
figure out who the heck we keep Venmoing money and stuff,
Keep.
I know
Wasn't it?
everyone's going to raise their hand at
Oh,
that idea.
you guys, I gotta apologize right now, and I'm sorry. It seems as if on our page, Justin Bieber has died again. So if you could light a
Biebs died
candle,
again.
just light a candle.
I
for those-
predict Simon Cowell,
Let me scroll. Oop, Justin Bieber.
Sylvester
again.
Stallone.
Ooh, Justin crashed at over 100 miles per hour. It's all over.
Oh, that's new.
I do not mean to sound like
You better
that.
not make fun of it too much. It might.
No.
One of these might actually happen.
I know, but here's the thing. It's been happening for days and days. So, and Saki Jake probably is not.
If anyone has a solution, and so here's our solution. I know this is the solution. Our solution is we stop all posts on our pages and have to preview everything that goes through. I don't want to take that time to do that. I'm just saying. I don't know which one takes more time. Deleting all the death announcements of the fictitious death pieces, or entering everyone's stuff onto our. What do you guys think? Let me know. What do you think? And if one of you are free, maybe you could be an admin to our page and let people in or kick people out.
Yes.
Everyone you want to do
that.
I didn't realize we'd need a volunteer for that when we started this. So that's.
I guess when you make it to a certain level of big or reach or friends and family, whatever it is, I don't know. At some point.
Well, this has just got to be a bot that's doing that. So it's not like even what we're doing. I mean, what we're doing is important, but I don't know that the bot cares how important it is.
I think the bot has many names. Some I don't even know how to say, and some like Mike Fish. There you go. Seems like a normal name. Seems like an everyday kind of name. I'm sorry if there's a Mike Fish out there and they stole your name. Seems not right.
Well, there's a Mike Fish out there somewhere.
Weirdly, I just opened up my Facebook page, and at the top I can see Scotty Hastings talking in his story. I need to go check that out.
Wow.
Oh. So we got Gabriel Wren this weekend, and we've got Mr. Shannon Book joining us. Here's the thing. Peterson actually said this last night. Jeannie, if you're still on, he actually said he doesn't have to talk the whole time during the show.
I'm not gonna speak in the next show at all. I promise you.
Baloney. He has great questions. He is a great lead for our guests, but I feel like our guests are going to be able to carry the show. We've had this before where we just sit back and we enjoy the conversation because they do it and they do it well. And we, that's time for us to just really think about the good questions, the good relationships, and the love we have for our family.
I'm not going to say a word next show.
You're hilarious. I don't believe you one bit.
I won't. I promise.
You're not even going to be there. So poo on you. Poo on you. Poop. Yeah.
Is this like the actual first official one I've missed? In
I think it's the third one. Well, I mean, you did try to come into one. You did try to come into one.
Right.
When you were in and out, and fuzzy and bleeping.
Yeah.
And then you missed one.
I don't think so.
Well, I am not taking the time to go back through and check. So
There's the one where I was sleeping because we canceled it.
Well, we were purposely missing that one.
Right. But then we still had one and I got on. I think this is like the official first one planned, not really planned, but it just is what it is, and that I won't be able to be
You know what? Yes, it is planned. Stop blowing it off like that. If you have to rent a hotel room and get on a plane, you planned it. It's not like someone kidnapped you.
Well, Yeah, you're right.
And you've known for a few weeks, so yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call you right up.
But I didn't know when the flight was coming in. Like the flight comes in right as the show is coming on. So
that's a tough one.
So,
Tis tough.
I'm sure I'll chatter it up a little bit on the old platform, but maybe I'll send some zappers like Mr. Book does to us. Send some zappers to you guys.
You think so, huh?
Maybe.
Hey, wait, I gotta ask this. Jeannie, maybe you know somebody. I don't know who else is watching that's local. Ryan, he's gone. He's kind of local, but a little farther out. We have a friend group who is in need of a little help for their banquet this weekend. And I've been working on this for 4 days, but nobody in our immediate group is able to help, at least as far as those I've heard back from. Peterson's out of town. I have a bachelorette party perhaps to go to, and then
You're too old for that stuff.
I'm the mom in this one, so it's okay.
Oh, yeah.
This one's okay. And then who else can't? Oh, Ray. You know Diamond Ray, he's our buddy, but he's got this job now. And this job, like, he has to go to the Wild game. So he can't hang out with us.
Yeah.
We've worked with Ray before at these events. He's fun to work with, and then I just haven't heard back from a few others. A couple of them said they can't. They got something going on. But anyway, so if any of you out there, I did reach out to our friends at Every Third Saturday to see if they have anyone. It does count either for volunteer hours or there's a stipend. Tammy, where's Tammy? I thought Tammy might want to do it. So, yeah, for that.
She'll be at the board meeting on Wednesday.
Well, I probably got to give Tom an answer by then. Actually, by later today. This is Fishing for Life. This is our friends. This is their annual banquet. So I would love to be there. I really would. They're very good to us. And they're very fun to hang out with.
They are.
On the ice. And guess what, all you non-ice fisher people?
Sometimes in a boat.
On a pontoon on the lovely Lake Minnetonka. Those of you that don't live here, we have Native American names for our lakes. So, did I send it to you, Mark, at all? I knew you were out of town, but Jeannie, I think if I don't have your number, I'll send it to you through Messenger. I don't recall if I sent it to Mark. All right, Peterson, what else? Austonians. We are working on an Austin event this summer as well. We are working on, there will be a Houston event at some point. I don't know how many times Mark and I, or one of us, can make it down there. So I can come anytime. I'm just going to stay. But we'll be down there quite a bit. One of us or both of us or the other one of us. So.
Where at? Oh. Texas?
All those are Texas. Yep. So you can catch us every Sunday night featured with Heroes Media Group at 1800 Central Time right here on Facebook or on YouTube. Oh my gosh, what do we have? 7 YouTube or 7 Facebook platforms. It's on both the Mark Petersons. It's on Bourbon Battle Buddies. It's on Andrea Eichmann. It's on YouTube. It's on the People's Patriot Project. It is on We Got Your 6 at 6, and it's on WeP3, I believe.
Jonathan says he can make Houston.
Sweet. We don't have a date yet for that, Jonathan, but it'll be mid to late summer, I believe. So awesome. Holly Ann will probably be more in charge of that one. She's her stomping ground. So late summer, I believe. So
you're talking.
Oops.
Talking.
I got nothing else, Peterson. I
know. We do. I mean, we can't talk about everything, but there's lots of stuff in the works, and again, stuff that we always bounce around our brains, and it's all good.
Perfect.
And there's Miss Lori Bizey, Gold Star Mother, coming checking us out. Good to see you, Lori.
Nice, Jonathan. 6 hours isn't bad. That's not bad.
It's not 6 hours from here.
No, but I would drive it in a minute if I can't get a ticket. They're filling up for the right dates, but we'll make it work. We'll make it work. All right. Any last thoughts from any of you out there that are watching? Thank you so much. It's awesome to have you here, because I'll tell you what, when we switched to Mondays, man, like the brakes went on all of our people that usually joined us on Fridays. So thank you very much for coming today. And join us, Peggy, Bobby. Oh my gosh, thank you. Hold on a minute. Is that King of the Hill? Peggy and Bobby Hill. I'd never even thought. That's kind of fun. Aren't they from Texas too, the Hills? He sells propane and propane accessories. Krutzingers. It's the Krutzingers, and it is Operation Texas Strong. Cannot thank you enough for your part in all of the touching event times this weekend. What'd you make that face for?
I didn't know where you're going. You said. I was just listening.
Yeah. All right. Well, good thing you were listening. When did you start doing that?
Alrighty. With that said, come check us out this coming Sunday. With We Got You 6 at 6 Patriot Playtime. We're here every Monday as well at 4:30. Let you know what we got going on with the WeP3. We got the WeP3 radio. You can tune into that on Access Radio. We are looking at changing that over to another network just to enhance it and grow it. And we are building with two other veteran military radio programs in that. And we're really excited about that. If you get a chance, check out our YouTube. That is everything that we do, our debriefs, our events, and our We Got You 6 at 6 Patriot Playtime. The more followers we have there, the more that we'll be able to do with that. That's kind of how they reward you, by the use. And we do need a few more followers in there to get that up, or subscribers, not followers. You got to get the terminology right.
Right?
I went to grab the link here, and I don't know that I can find it.
Here, let me send you to today.
There it is. I found it.
Okay.
All of our stuff, all of our musicians, everything is there. So we're building, growing, and doing more, and we can always use you. Thanks for everyone, and we'll catch you on the other side. Patriot Pride. Oh, wouldn't it be nice to have a nice transition out of this? Patriot Pride.